Hey guys, what's up? Stormpo here. So today we are gonna learn how to play Luna in the first 10 minutes from Yatoro God. Now starting items are very interesting. He always gets his stat items. Since Luna is low base damage, he gets 2 circulates, 1 iron branch, and a slippers of agility and a quelling blade to boost his damage. Then he buys a tango once he gets the bounty root. So he's body blocking the creeps, anticipating the enemy will also body block. So this way the lane will kind of meet in the middle. Now he takes 1 point in the Lunar Blessing to increase his damage further. Now his support Pugna went to body block the creeps there, which he got punished. You can see how Invoker is trying to punish the Pugna, but as soon as he's isolated, Yatoro joins and tries to harass the Invoker. Now he's doing this because he's playing a range hero, so he's trying to help his Pugna, and because Yatoro is trying to hit the enemy. I mean, the Radiant creeps are dying, but his creeps are not dying, so the lane gets pushed, but he gets the CS. So Yatoro finally gets his Tango. Invoker and Pugna start a fight, but then Yatoro instantly doesn't aggro the Invoker, but walk towards him, and within his attack range, then he aggroes and tries to attack the Invoker. Now why this is important? Because otherwise he will take a lot of harassment from the creeps, which is unnecessary. This will also disturb the lane equilibrium. Now he's aggro pulling so that Magnus doesn't deny it. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 1000 subs. It will be a great help. Now there are 2 melee creep on the tire and 3 radiant. So Yatoro aggro pulls to deny the range creep. So Yatoro is trying to get his level 2, so that's why he's hitting the creeps much more than he should be. Once he get level 2, that means Pugna gets a nether ward and Yatoro has the long range nuke of the Lucent Beam. Invoker is low, so if Invoker tries to fight back, he will die. Now if you have watched Yatoro gameplays, he's always buying the power threats on the heroes instead of buying the rage band. So he buys the Boots of Elven Skin, which gives him 1 armor, 6 damage and 6 attack speed. Now he does the Lucent Beam and aggro pulls the creep, and again aggro pulls because his Pugna support is not there in the lane. He's trying to pull the small camp, and again aggro pulling to take the lane further in towards his tower. Now Yatoro again aggro pulls the creep so that the creeps don't get denied, but Invoker is trying to deny, which makes him out of position, and he dies to the nether ward by using the tornado. Now Magnus does get the skewer back on Yatoro, but because it's 1v2 and Magnus is half HP, Yatoro fights back. You can see how Yatoro is not aggro pulling the creeps because Magnus is half HP, and instead Magnus is aggro pulling the creeps. And now Yatoro does aggro pull, so the wave is not next to the towers, otherwise Magnus will skewer back. Now he does aggro pull here again to try to deny the range creep, and you can see how he's standing, not next to the range creep, otherwise he will get a shockwave from Magnus. Now he does pull the creeps towards his tower so he can farm this safely. Now this does mean that he's gonna lose his looters, so he sends the Pugna to get the looters and he tries to hold the lane in front of the tower. He then again aggro pulls to try to deny the 1 range creep with the 1 melee creep. And while trying to deny the range creep, you can see how he's trying to position so he doesn't get the shockwave damage. Magnus is gonna use the shockwave, but he doesn't stand in the way of the shockwave plus the range creep. And he goes to help his Pugna to deny the sentry ward before Invoker can get the sentry ward. And you can see how they are positioning aggressively because Invoker is trying to de-ward the small camp. And they are playing aggressive now because there is no support and they both are range heroes. Now he's attacking the creeps because there are too many radiant creeps, so the lane doesn't get pushed too much under the tower. You can see how he uses the Lucent Beam to try to stop the Magnus from attacking, and this way he gets the last hit on the range creep. Now his Pugna does get caught with the skewer play from the Magnus and he dies, but he kills the Invoker first. So Yatoro with all these creeps hold the creeps and doesn't take them under the tower and tries to join the creep and again aggro pull so he can play a bit safer. Now Pugna did die, so that means he can bring Yatoro's item from the base. So his power threat is 130 gold away and he coordinates his with Pugna and tries to get the creep. And again aggro pulls and last hit the creep and drops his power threat so Pugna can bring it. So with that he finishes his power threats, which is a big power spike for a carry hero because now he can have extra 240 HP or he can have agility, which means more damage, more armor and more attack speed. So he's pinging the Pugna to unblock the small camp, and because the lane is too far and Invoker is missing from the lane, he doesn't aggro pull, he keeps the lane stagnant. This way if Magnus wants to last it, he has to come to aggro pull, which will make him take a lot of harassment from these guys. You can see how they punish if Magnus is coming to aggro pull. They quickly jump on him and try to use all the spells to make him even low HP. Now because nobody is showing in the lane, Yatoro is trying to keep the lane stagnant as much as possible by trying to deny the creeps and not aggro pulling the creeps. You can see his skill build, he goes for the maximum farming build, which means maxing the Lunar Blessing and take 1 point in the bouncing glaive. Now because of his night vision from the Lunar Blessing, he sees the Magnus tipping in and also the Invoker, and his Pugna is not there in the lane, so he tries to play safely by going to farm the small camp. And after that he comes back to the lane to farm the lane creep and he maxes the Lunar Blessing. So you can see how he positions himself. He doesn't position himself in front of the tower but behind the tower, so this way he can farm comfortably. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 1000 subs, it will be a great help. Now his Pugna is showing the vision of the Magnus, so he's able to farm the Hurricane. Now he does go back to farm the small camp, but then realizes the small camp is already farmed. So he goes back to the lane to farm. Because he has a Pugna, so he feels comfortable farming there. So you can see how he aggro pulls, he comes in range of the crypt, which is 500, and then aggro pulls, pulling the crypt behind. Now the tornado was questionable there, that's why you can hear Yatoro Luna is laughing. So with that, he has the money to buy the Quarterstaff or the Morbid Mask. But he buys the Quarterstaff so that he can get the extra 10 damage and the attack speed. Because he has a lot of armor, so he can farm NC much more comfortably, and he farms NC keeping at a distance, so he doesn't really need the Morbid Mask. Now he does take 1 more point in the Moonglyph to help him to farm instead of taking the point in the ultimate.
This will do just fine.
Dire are scanning.
You can see how he's just jungling and not showing in the lane because his support is not in the lane, so he's playing it much more safe. Now in the bot lane, Morphling is left alone because he's a Morphling and he can now sustain in the lane, so his trend support is missing on the map and Invoker is also missing. So this only means that they are coming to gank the Yatoro, so he's playing it safe by farming deeply in the map. And Magnus is showing on the lane, so both supports can't really kill Yatoro right now. So they need all three, so he's just jungling.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So you can see they have an observe ward and you can see where Trent is. So this will give you a clear picture how Yatoro is playing safely. So with that Rips, he finishes Morbid Mask, that is Mask of Madness. And now he goes back to jungling and tries to rotate towards the lane, but then jungles all the creeps on his feet. You can see how he's pointing out the Trend Protector is in the top lane, trying to hit the tower with the Trend Protector, and the Morphling is alone. So they are trying to gank the Morphling, and he instantly runs towards the lane to clear the wave because Magnus is trying to hit the crypt, and he clears the crypt wave from the tower and then goes back to the jungle. And instantly TP towards the mid lane because Ember can't really kill Luna alone, and then uses the Mask of Madness to clear the mid wave so he can then go back to jungle. This also means that Ember can't really push the tower with the creeps now. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 1000 subs, it will be a great help. Then again he rotates towards the lane to clear the creeps so he can contest for the rune. So you can see the farming pattern of Yatoro, how he plays safely and how he plays aggressively. And you can see how his net worth is 5100 with just 96 scripts and 2 assists. So that's it for this video guys. So take care, thanks for watching, see you guys in the next video, bye.